Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Boise State Broncos offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Jeanty last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact could that have on the way they distribute the ball, David?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for room. It's Sherrod. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wagner. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. It was quite a start for Spencer Danielson in his first full season as head coach at Boise State. 12 wins and a trip to the college football playoff.
And you could see him growing as a coach, and, man, the players loved him. Obviously, Ashton Jeanty is gone from that dynamite team, but a lot of pieces back in place. I feel like this is a team, Jesse, that we're going to see in this spot a lot more.
Yeah, I agree, David. I think there's a lot of people out there that just think it was all Ashton Jeanty, but you're right. They have a lot of NFL talent returning in other spots, so I still expect this team to be successful.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Scanning the field is Madsen. Quickly complete. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his man. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Broncos line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score Boise State 7, Utah State 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Utah State Aggies offense will go to work for the first time today. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play. Now, 4th down.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
He'll keep it on the sneak. That ought to be enough for a Utah State 1st down. They pick up that 1st down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're 2-down territory there and you take a shot on 3rd and run it on 4th, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Got a man, it's Boyd. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Now on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Barnes. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And the Broncos line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll ride the hot hand. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Barnes. He's got an open man. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. He has the first and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jacob. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
A first down run in the red zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. To the air, it's Barnes. Touchdown, Utah State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Wagner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And here comes the offense on second down. Off play action. Quickly complete. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pulls and fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab at the 30. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man quickly. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on. He lobs one high down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The Broncos send out the punt unit. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking downfield, it's Barnes. Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there. Got a quarterback, he can fall forward, he can move the chains. Just do that.
Reese, I agree, because if I can't get short yardage situations with a quarterback sneak, I don't deserve to win anyways. So I better be able to toughen up, get a little bit of push, and get the yardage.
He's in open space downfield. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll send the back in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Jacobs. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. With jet sweep pass. Turning it on! He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
This Utah State offense has it going. Working the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. On the run, it's Sherrod. Looking for room at the 40. There he goes. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Dropping back, it's Barnes. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll run it from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Madsen. Got his man on the right. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Looking for a man. It's Barnes. Makes the catch. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Davis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Hits him in stride of the 10. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. This Utah State offense has it going. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it! They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's out past the 35. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On target to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Gonna swing it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Marshall. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
And the Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Starling. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Barnes. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Got it in the middle, it's Davis.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Davis. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the move, it's Jacobs. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got enough space. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this D needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to throw. It's Barnes. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Utah State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. To the air on first down. Now and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Broncos are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Boise State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll try to sneak it.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
To the air, it's Madsen. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They go to the counter. Nice move there. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line it up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
The Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Barnes. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times where you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Hunt is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
They'll run the option. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Madsen. There's the pressure. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's a draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And the draw play, you know, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Utah State, 42. Boise State, 28.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw on first down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Broncos! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Number 5.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again. He's made plays. He's dependable. Why would you not take shots? That one just missed, but I would not be shocked if they find that guy again.
The sure hands, it's Boyd. Turning it on! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. That's reeled in, it's Boyd. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll run it from the gun. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnes. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna run it. It's Jacobs. Stopped in the backfield. He's gonna lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
He's down at the 24-yard line. 3rd down coming.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Madsen. Zings it complete to the right. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Gaines. Got room to work. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Broncos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking to pass, it's Madsen. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
You know what, Reese, and it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Makes one-man miss. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. No need to get too cute there or overly creative. Just push the ball forward and get the 1st down.
I completely agree. I hate when people get creative. Just easy money, downhill, run the QB, get the 1st down.
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
He'll do it himself on the draw.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Back to throw, it's Barnes. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
To the air on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Offside.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown. touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Got it in the middle, it's Gaines. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. He's looking to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Under fire. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, it's Jacobs. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
He's got it on the move. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
On first and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set for the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Got his man downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
We knew this offense could put up crazy numbers, but I didn't know it was going to get this ridiculous this fast. They've now come close to 500 yards passing on the day.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And the Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote.